Hi, welcome to Hushed Stories. Tonight, you're heading down into a small stone cellar in a Belgian mountain town to temper chocolate by candlelight before tomorrow's festival fills the square above you. Pépé asked you to finish it, not the whole batch, just the last slab, the dark one, the one going in the front window tomorrow. His fingers shake too much for the delicate part now. You told him you'd come back after closing, once the street had gone quiet, because that slab needs a cold room and a steady hand, and midnight gives you both. The square is empty at this hour. Frost has already found the cobblestones. Stalls for tomorrow's festival lean against the fountain, waiting to be built. You reach the shop's side door, the narrow one the family uses, and your key finds the lock on the second try. The door gives with its usual small complaint. Inside, the front room still smells like the day. Sugar and warm milk. You don't stop there. The stairs to the cellar sit behind the counter, worn down the middle of each step. You go down one hand on the wall, and the air changes around you, colder, then stiller, then thick with stone and cocoa and old wood. The cellar is small enough to cross in 6 steps. A bare bulb hangs from the ceiling, but you don't switch it on. Pépé never does for this part. You find the candles in their iron holders along the marble work table and strike the match against the rough side of the box. The first flame catches. You light the second candle from it, then the third, and the room fills with low light. You run your palm across the marble once. It's kept cold on purpose, cold enough to hold its temperature for hours, which is exactly what tempered chocolate needs. Everything is already laid out. Blocks of dark chocolate stacked by the scale, a metal bowl, a pot for the water bath, a palette knife, a wide steel scraper, both polished from decades of use, a thermometer with a cracked case that still reads true. You tie your apron, roll your sleeves, and break the first block into pieces small enough to melt evenly. They click against the bowl as they fall. You set the bowl over the water bath. The edges soften first, the corners rounding, losing their shape. The smell rises before the texture changes, warm and a little bitter. You stir slowly, not because it needs it yet, but because there's nothing else to do with your hands right now. While it melts, you notice the drawer under the table's far end, the one that always sticks. Pépé mentioned it earlier, said the festival committee wanted something from it photographed for tomorrow. You work it open with both hands. Inside is a ledger, leather-bound, the cover soft and dark from handling. You lift it out and set it on the dry end of the table. The ink has held, brown-black, slanted, a hand that isn't Pépé's. Ratios, temperatures. A note in the margin of one page says the batch that year was the best the shop ever made. No explanation, just a date and a signature. You turn one more page. A pressed flower sits near the spine, flattened flat, still whole. You close the ledger and put it back, careful not to lose its place, and go back to the bowl. The chocolate has fully melted now, moving in one piece when you tilt the bowl. Melted chocolate isn't tempered chocolate. Melted chocolate turns pale and dull within a day. Snaps wrong, loses the shine that makes people stop at the festival stall tomorrow. You pour 2/3 of it onto the marble. It spreads fast, thinning at the edges. You work it with the scraper and the knife together, pushing it out, gathering it back, feeling it thicken under your hands with every pass. Your arms find the rhythm before your mind does. Push and gather, push and gather. Somewhere around the 5th pass, the surface stops looking wet and starts catching the candlelight in one clean line instead of scattering it. You smear a strip on paper and time it. It sets in under a minute. No streaks. It snaps clean when you bend it. That's temper. You scrape it back into the bowl with the last third. Stir to even it out, and pour the whole batch into the row of molds along the table's edge. You tap the tray twice against the marble to knock the air out. The surface settles smooth under the candlelight. There's a stretch after that where the work slows down. The molds need to sit. You wipe the bowl, straighten the ledger drawer, break off a corner of trimming and eat it standing up. The radio down here plays low. Some old recording that skips on the same 2 seconds every few minutes. It's been doing that for years. You notice the row of festival ribbon spools on the shelf, still wrapped, a crate of hazelnuts by the stairs, waiting to be roasted at dawn, a chalk tally on the wall by the door. Dates going back further than you can read in this light. The second batch goes faster, your hands remembering the rhythm now. Push and gather, push and gather. The cold reaches you somewhere near the end of it. You flex your fingers and look toward the old stove in the corner, the one that hasn't heated the room in years, but still holds a covered pot on its cold iron top. Pépé must have left something before he went up. You lift the lid. Underneath, warm as if it just came off the flame, is wine spiced with cinnamon and orange peel. Steam still lifting off it. A folded scrap of paper sits under the pot handle. It says, in Pépé's crooked handwriting, that the cellar gets colder than he lets on, and you shouldn't work through the night without something warm in your hands. You find the cup he keeps down here and pour. It's thick with spice, still bitter with the orange peel, and it goes down warm the whole way. You wrap both hands around the cup and lean against the table while the second batch finishes setting. The first tray is ready. You unclip the edge and turn it over onto a folded cloth, and the chocolates drop free in one motion, each one glossy, catching the candlelight along the top. You break one in half to hear it. It snaps clean, no crumble, the sound short and bright in the small room. You eat both, halves standing there. It's better than anything from the front case. You take a second piece before you can talk yourself out of it. A creak sounds from the top of the stairs, wood settling under weight. Pépé comes down slowly, one hand on the rail, robe over his night clothes, thick wool socks gone soft with age. He doesn't ask about the hour. He looks at the trays cooling on the table, then at you. "Ah," he says, "you found the wine." You laugh and lift the cup toward him. He waves it off and picks up the nearest chocolate instead, turns it once under the candlelight to check the shine, sets it back down without a word. It's enough. He didn't need to say it was good. He stays a few minutes, warming his hands near the candles, telling you the square will be full by 9 tomorrow. That half, the town still asks after his father's chocolate before the stalls are even open. Then he pats the door frame once, the way he always does before leaving a room, and climbs back up the stairs. You finish the wine while the last tray sets. You wipe the marble clean, wrap the trimmings for tomorrow's hot chocolate, and stack the festival boxes by the stairs where Pépé will find them at dawn. The finished chocolates stay where they are, cooling in rows under the candlelight. You pull the low stool from the corner over to the old stove and sit. The shawl Pépé left over its back is still there. You pull it around your shoulders. From the stool, you can see the whole cellar. The marble table, the ledger drawer, the trays, the 3 candles burning lower now. The nearest candle has burned down enough that the flame sits closer to the wax pool now. There's no draft down here, so it doesn't flicker. It stands straight, the same size it was an hour ago. The light reaches the wall behind it and stops there. Further down the table, the last tray still holds a small reflection of it in the glossy chocolate. 1 point of light per row. You shift on the stool, tuck 1 foot up under you. The drip from the far corner keeps going. The same interval it's kept all night. The wax on the nearest candle has slid another ½ inch down its side since you sat down. Your eyes are heavier than they were 10 minutes ago. The candle is still burning the same way it was before. Steady. The wax keeps dropping, 1 bead at a time. The chocolates hold their shine in rows along the table. The stove stays cold. The stairs stay quiet. Pépé is asleep by now. The square outside is still empty. The stalls are still stacked by the fountain, waiting for morning. Down here the candle burns lower. The drip keeps its count, and your eyes stay closed a little longer each time. Tomorrow the square fills with people reaching for what's on this table. Tonight it's just this cellar and the candle, and you on the stool, not moving.